5 easy steps to market your interior design business. Step 1, create your world. It's so important that any effort that you do of networking or connecting with people, that they have somewhere to go to learn more about you. And if you don't have a brick and mortar store, the only way to do that is virtually. So it's important to be intentional with how you create that world. Is it through social media, through a website, hopefully all of the above? And what do you do on those channels to promote the message and mission that you're trying to get out there in the world? Does everything point back to that mission? Because it should. Step 2, leverage a social group. If you can be part of a social group that has a common interest, you have already created a strong bond with somebody, and people are most likely to buy from people they're bonded to, or most likely to refer people they're bonded to. So let me give you an example. In my son's school, I'm very intentional about how I show up in those social settings. It's a super high-end private school that's Montessori. I know that parents who believe in the Montessori educational style have a real belief in it. And that I believe in it too instantly bonds us over that common interest. So in that group, I'm intentional with showing up, really making sure everybody knows that I'm an interior designer and I'm open to receiving new clients. And not for nothing, I did land a new project from that social group. Step 3, relationship build. It's really important to understand that everybody that knows you and knows you're an interior designer can be your sales team. So how can you relationship build with all of the people in your network to make sure that you stay top of mind to them, that they stay in love with you, if you will, so that you're the person they always are excited to recommend? So how can you stay top of mind for people? Maybe it's about sending birthday cards. Maybe it's about sending them text messages or reaching out on social media, liking all their posts, any way to stay top of mind. Step 4, active targeting. It's really, I think, a forgotten art for people to go after what they want. And this is what I'm asking you to do. Be clear on actually what projects you would love to work on. For example, in our office, we have a desire to work on corporate headquarters. So here's what we're doing this quarter. We are researching all the corporate headquarters of companies that are in our area, and we're going to directly reach out to them and let them know that we would love to support them in designing a headquarters that matches their company's mission. The idea here is that you're clear on what it is you want and that you make efforts to go after the end user of the project you actually want. As you move through these efforts, keep in mind that there's no such thing as 100 to 100. Like one outreach gets one client. It's not really the way it works. So as a rule of thumb, you can kind of say that you have 100 outreaches to 1 landed projects. And so keeping that in mind, what are you able to do 100 times? It's gotta be scalable in that way. So if you're thinking about like, ooh, I'll make fresh baked cookies for each home, like can you make fresh baked cookies for 100 outreaches? What is something that you can do easily and gracefully 100 times to get that one client? And number 5, be consistent with your activity. A lot of business owners feel like, wow, I have enough work right now, so then they sit back and relax in all these 4 areas. But what I'm inviting you to consider is that the work that you have right now will not be the same work that you have next year. These projects will come to a close, and you gotta be active in these marketing activities ahead of time in order for the leads to come in when the projects that you have now are closed. So be dedicated to being in constant action, constant activity, even when you feel busy. And if you do that, I said doo-doo, but if you do that, then what you'll also learn is that you're able to grow and increase your income because you're able to sift through many, many leads to get the one you really, really want, like the cream on the top. That happens when you have a lot of leads coming in. And by the way, watch my video on how to create connections because I think that that will be also very valuable. Hi, friendly reminder, like and subscribe. If you'd like support with growing your business and having the mindset to stay focused on growth, come on over to biographicaldesign.com to find out more about my program.